Hi, friends. I'm so happy to be back here with all of you today. And we're going to read one of my favorite books, Have You Filled a Bucket Today? I hope everyone has had a nice start to the school year. We're almost into November and time goes by so fast, but hopefully you've been enjoying learning. Um, Seeing your friends and your teachers. Even if you're still virtual, you can still see them on the computer screen. And hopefully, you've been having time to spread kindness. And this month of October, we've been talking about kindness. We've been, you know, talking about different ways you can be kind, watching different videos, and especially knowing and learning that when we are kind, it's not only good for the world, it's not only good for the people receiving it because it has a ripple effect, but it's also good for ourselves. When we're kind, it lowers our stress, it boosts our happiness up, it lowers our blood pressure, which can be really fast, and it inspires more kindness. So it's so good to be kind to the world and to everyone, but especially to be kind to ourselves. That's so important that we're kind to ourselves, using kind words to ourselves, saying, I'm so smart, I got this, I can do this, and also giving yourself acts of kindness. And well, I'm going to say two, because breathing, when we're mindful of our breathing, when we're aware of our breathing, and when we do a belly breath like we did last time, that is an instant act of kindness because we lower our blood pressure, we calm our body, we're alert. It just helps in so many ways. And when we are aware of that, it's instant, like I said, instant boost. So that is powerful. And another act of kindness is smiling. When we smile, it makes other people smile. It almost always makes people giggle and laugh. But when we smile, it's an act of kindness to ourselves because it is healthy. It boosts our immunity. And our immunity is what keeps us strong and healthy. So it does that because it relieves stress by releasing endorphins. And it's just so powerful. Even when you're in a yucky mood or tired or sad or angry or cranky, fake smiling instantly releases that endorphin, which tells your body and your brain to feel good. It's so powerful. So that's an act of kindness you can give to yourselves. And as I've been sharing, it's hard right now wearing a mask because I'm smiling a lot under the mask. I didn't realize how much I smile. But knowing that you can still see my smile through my eyes and that it makes me feel good, I'm still smiling. So, two acts of kindness you can give to yourself. But let's learn what a bucket filler is. And one young scholar, very, very smart young scholar, I think it was when I was in the first grade class, mentioned this book. And I thought, what a great idea to read this book. So, thank you, my young scholar. So, Have You Filled a Bucket Today by Carol McLeod. And every time I'm turning the page, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. We're going to give ourselves acts of kindness. We're going to take a deep breath and smile. Two acts of kindness every time we turn the page. Ready? All right. So, all day long, everyone in the whole wide world walks around carrying an invisible bucket. You can't see it, but it's there. Your bucket has one purpose only. Its purpose is to hold your good thoughts and good feelings about yourself. You feel very happy and good when your bucket is full, and you feel very sad and lonely when your bucket is empty. Other people feel the same way too. They're happy when their buckets are full, and they're sad when their buckets are empty. It's great to have a full bucket, and this is how it works. You need other people to fill your bucket, and other people need you to fill theirs. So, how do you fill a bucket? What do you think you can do that fills a bucket? What do you think can make you feel good and happy? You fill a bucket when you show love to someone, when you say or do something kind, or even when you give someone a smile. That's being a bucket filler. A bucket filler is a loving, caring person who says or does nice things that make others feel special. When you make someone feel special, you are filling a bucket. But you can also dip into a bucket and take out some good feelings. You dip into a bucket when you make fun of someone, when you say or do mean things, or even when you ignore someone. That's being a bucket dipper. And all those things are being unkind. It makes you feel sad. A bully is a bucket dipper. A bucket dipper says or does mean things that makes others feel bad. Many bucket dippers have an empty bucket. They think they can fill their own bucket by dipping into someone else's, but that will never work. You never fill your own bucket when you dip into someone else's. But guess what? When you fill someone's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. You feel good when you help others feel good. All day long, we are either filling up or dipping into each other's buckets by what we say and what we do. Try to fill a bucket and see what happens. So, if you've been talking about kindness and practicing acts of kindness, every time you do that, you're filling a bucket. You're filling the person's bucket, the animal's bucket, and your own. You love your mom and dad. Why not tell them? You can even tell them why. It's a bonus bucket filler. Your caring words will fill their buckets right up. So saying, I love you because you give good hugs or you're always there for me. Watch for smiles to light up their faces. You feel like smiling too. A smile is a good clue that you have filled a bucket. And smiling is contagious, as we said. It usually makes people giggle and laugh. If you practice, you'll become a great bucket filler. Just remember that everyone carries an invisible bucket and think of what you can say or do to fill it. What are things? Again, you've been doing it a lot, but even right now, think about maybe 3 ways you filled a bucket today. Even if it's smiling, saying thank you. Here are some ideas for you. You could smile and say hi to the bus driver. He has a bucket too. You can invite the new kid at school to play with you. It's a great idea because a lot of times new kids don't know who to play with. You could write a thank you note to your teacher. Oh, that's a wonderful idea. Love that. You could tell your grandpa that you like to spend time with him. There are so many ways to fill buckets. Maybe share some. Bucket filling is fun and easy to do. It doesn't matter how young or old you are. It doesn't cost any money and it doesn't take much time. And remember, when you fill someone else's bucket, you fill your own bucket too. When you're a bucket filler, you make your home, your school, and your neighborhood better places to be. Bucket filling makes everyone feel good. So why not decide to be a bucket filler today and every day? Just start each day by saying to yourself, I'm going to do something to fill someone's bucket today. And at the end of each day, ask yourself, did I fill a bucket today? So you start by saying, I'm going to do something, and end, did I fill one? Yes, I did. Most likely you did. That's the life of a bucket filler. And that's you. So, what a great book. I haven't read this in a while. Thank you again, my young scholar, for suggesting this. I love it. So there's so many ways we can be a bucket filler all day long. And knowing when you are filling someone's bucket with an act of kindness, an act of love, act of caring, it's filling your bucket too. And know that sometimes our buckets are going to be dipped into. That's going to happen. And what can you do when that does happen? Maybe take that deep breath. Maybe think this isn't going to stay forever. And maybe if that does happen, change it and just fill the bucket back up. Think of a positive thought. But know that there's always opportunities to be a bucket filler, to spread kindness, and especially to be kind to yourself. Smiling, taking that breath, and using positive words. So I hope you have a wonderful day. And if it's not a wonderful day, that's okay. Maybe smile, see if that increases your mood just a little bit. And I can't wait to spend time with you again. Thank you.